Hola chicos! Hi guys, I'm Camilla. As you may know from my previous video, I love reading and I love analyzing books, even though maybe I don't know anything from them. This is a new year, 2021 may have come, maybe it will be better. In this video I want to show you what books I would like to read in 2021. This is my pile. I will show you this pile now. I want to show you the books that I want to read this year in a chronological order. So let's start from this book. This is the Aeneid by Virgil. This is a quite complicated text. Like, it's not an easy novel. It's a poem by an ancient Latin author, and I loved Odyssey and Iliad by Homer, so maybe this one will also be as good as them. Next one is in this beautiful fancy copy that I found in my grandparents' house. This is, come si dice? Como lo dices? How would you say it? 1001 Nights. It's a collection of stories born in the Arabic area, and this also tells the story about Simba, if you know him, or even Aladdin. I'm really curious about this book because I've read so many books that mention it, and so I'm really looking forward to reading it. Then I was really into philosophy when I was in high school. This philosopher really got to me. I really liked his philosophy, and it is In Praise of Folly by Erasmus of Rotterdam. It's really short, like it's 120 pages, it's not that long, but I think it's really cool to read it and to know more about his philosophy. So yeah, I will let you know how it is and if I liked it. Next we have one of my favorite authors. I read all of her novels except for this one, and I love her. She's my favorite in the Regency area, and so yeah, you probably have already guessed it at this point. The book I'm talking about is Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. I don't know what to expect from this because I read and I've watched some reviews about this book and they found it the worst of all. So I'm hoping I will like this book because it's the last one that I will read for the first time from Jane Austen, and I really hope from the deep of my heart to really like it. I probably will do an entire video about her. I really would like to read also her letters, but I haven't found a book yet about it, so yeah. And in this beautiful edition, this book is on top of my TBR list. I'm talking about Notre-Dame de Paris by Victor Hugo, hoping I pronounced it right. The introduction is made by an important figure in Italian literature, but also in the worldwide, and I'm talking about Umberto Eco. Next one is one of the most read book I think of 2020. I haven't read it yet. I'm talking about A Room with a View by Forster. I know nothing about this book, like at all. I just know that it's set in Italy. Brave New World by Aldus Huxley. I only know that Richard Feynman suggested it, and so I bought it and I will read it really soon. I really got interested in physics and this kind of topics. So I think this will be one of the best reads I will do in 2021. Obviously it doesn't talk about physics, I know, but it's really interesting. Then I have here one of the best books of American literature. I keep on saying that he is wonderful, is amazing, and I really like the feeling I get when I read what he writes. So this is A Farewell to Arms by Ernest Hemingway. I read last year Fiesta, also The Sun Also Rises, and this year I'm going to read A Farewell to Arms because I really liked The Sun Also Rises. It talks about war and the other things that Hemingway talks about love and feelings and the disruption of life, and so yeah. The last one I would like to read in 2021, Revolutionary Road by Richard Yates. I studied some of his poems and I kind of remain fascinated by him, by how he talks, how he writes, and his figure in general. If you touch it, it's kind of silky. Again, don't know a lot about this book. I just like to get into a book and see how it surprises me. I don't want to know a lot about it. I just want to know the historical context. I will also like to read some of Steinbeck, maybe some Kafka, and obviously some ancient Greek and Latin works. So maybe Catullus or Aristophanes and Plutarch, because I have some of them in my library. So that was it. We'll see what happens, and I'm hoping that you liked it, and let me know down below if you want to read some of these books, or maybe what are the books you want to read this year. Bye!